Yesterday was day 2 of Donald Trump's criminal trial in New York. Look, I always try to get my bearings before I start here to think about how I'm going to start the video, what I'm going to say. And there's just so much with this particular trial and how right-wing media is comporting themselves. I have 2 clips here. One is Jesse Waters, the goober from Fox News, really just giving up the game that if you are someone who is concerned about the rule of law, if you hold the opinion that no one is above the law, that's antithetical to a conservative's mindset right now. You can't hold that belief that no one is above the law. Otherwise, it's disqualifying for you if you're going to be on the jury of Donald Trump. That's a problem, is it not? And then the second clip I have is really they're suspending reality following the suit of their dear leader, Donald Trump, who is on trial, his first criminal trial here, because he's suspending reality, of course. So let's start with this Jesse Waters clip. Prepare yourself for some next level bootlicking, some really just slurping it up from Jesse Waters of any omission, emission, secretion that Donald Trump can throw his way, splurt, splat, squirt his way. Sorry about all that. Watch this.
Number 2, a nurse from the Upper East Side with a master's degree. She's not married, has no kids, and lives with her fiance who works in finance. She gets her news from the New York Times, Google, and CNN. She said 2 things that really stuck out. One, quote, I don't really have an opinion of Trump, and, quote, no one is above the law. I'm not so sure about juror number 2.
So the 2 things that stick out to little Jesse Waters here, rich kid extraordinaire, is that she has no opinion of Donald Trump. That's a red flag for him. And that no one is above the law. This is just standard American opinion about what justice should be, that no one is above the law. It is the opinion that Donald Trump himself, being a former ex-president of the United States, that he should hold. No one is above the law. It's basic. It's why Lady Justice in the statues wears a blindfold, because she cannot see the defendants. Justice is blind. No one is above consequence, or should be. Of course, in our 2-tiered justice system where rich white freaks can run roughshod over the system and do whatever they want, threatening judges' families, threatening witnesses with the help of mainstream conservative media. Now, they're doing this because Donald Trump has given them full permission to act as wild and nutty as they can, because he's doing the same thing. Yesterday, outside of court, he appeared, and you could tell his mood right away. 1, he fell asleep yesterday in court too. And 2, he's irritated that they're even asking him questions. He starts his prefabricated remarks, thank you very much, thank you, getting ready to ramble excessively about the conflicted judge. And reporters start splashing questions at him. And this irritates him to no end. He's wearing it on his face just how much he hates them. He pauses. It's just so beautiful. More of this, please. More of this right here.
Thank you very much. I just want to
Trump
say that
said they don't want to elect someone with a felony conviction. You think you'll lose the White House because of this trial?
I just want to thank you very much, and we are going to continue our fight against this judge. We think he's totally conflicted. He's a conflicted judge. As you know, we're in appeal. I don't think there has ever been a judge more conflicted than this one, so we'll see how that all works out. We're having a hard time. We're having a hard time with the New York State system. It's under watch by the whole world, and it's not looking very So we think we have a very conflicted, highly conflicted judge. He shouldn't be on the case, and he's rushing this trial, and he's doing as much as he can for the Democrats. This is a Biden-inspired witch hunt, and it should end, very quickly. Thank you very much.
Are you going to have an attorney?
Does this trash human, this garbage person, think that he is in any way intimidating with his squinty-eyed, dirty look? Does he think he's intimidating? Does he think he's diminishing the resolve of these reporters who are going to ask him questions, very justifiable, basic questions? And then I guess we could talk about we are going to continue our fight against this judge. We think he's totally conflicted. He's a conflicted judge. There's never been a judge more conflicted than this one. We think we have a very conflicted, highly conflicted judge. How long did he talk there? The clip was 1 minute and 6 seconds, a lot of which was spent with him walking up to the microphone and then reporters asking him questions. This was maybe, 45 seconds? And he said conflicted 5 times? Open up a thesaurus. I'm sure you can afford one, Donald Trump. Secondly, think about this. If there's never been a judge more conflicted than this one, I want you to log that. Store that away. Because in just a matter of months, when he's before the next judge presiding over his next criminal trial, that judge will be the most conflicted. There's never been the likes of which you've never seen. It's going to be another one of these situations. But MAGA world doesn't pay attention to that. They don't recognize that not everything all the time can be the worst, the most, the thing no one's ever seen before. It can't be that way. But in Donald Trump's world, it's razzmatazz. It's sensationalism. It's exaggeration. And they love it. They're here for it. But I'll answer my first question. No. I mean, if the question that I asked that I jotted down when I watched the clip, does he think he's intimidating? I think, yes, he does think he's intimidating. But the answer to whether he is or not is an emphatic no. He is a turd who is not intimidating to anyone. He is a weak man's version of what a strong man is. That is the embodiment of Donald Trump. Just an insecure weakling, both mentally, constitutionally. I don't mean the document. I mean his constitution. It's weak. Ugh. Anyway, what do you think? We can have a conversation in the comments. I would encourage that. It would help YouTube to recommend this channel to new viewers, and that's always a good time. If you want to help support my work, you can click the join button below, become a channel member for $2 a month. That helps to create this content, kind of sparing us from the monetization wackiness that YouTube puts on us a lot. And I would appreciate it very much. You can also go to my Patreon page, patreon.com/IDoubtItPodcast. I forgot to drop the phone number. If you want to leave a voicemail, 714-576-4054. Of course, you can email me daily at dollemore.com. I am on the social medias everywhere at Dollemore. I'd love to see you there. And I'll see you next time. Until then, be genuine and take care of one another.